Hello, 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 hello. Good gracious, things have been pretty hard. I was gone for pretty much the month of August for some training stuff, and getting back and immediately had like birthday parties and what else do we have? We had a birthday party. We have some um, bags we're putting together for a church out in Honduras for the kids that are there to separate to give to the kids out in Honduras area. And I mean, no, I don't know. There was just a lot of stuff that's been going on. Um, trying to catch back up. I need to find a better way, maybe getting on the schedule, maybe like a Monday, Wednesday, Friday thing. I don't know. It was hard to do daily. It's really hard to do daily. Mostly because I'm trying to find I guess here's the thing. I'm trying to find like quiet time to do it. And I might just have to nix that. I might just have to be like, you know what? Let me just do it whenever I can and just make it happen. So I came back August 26th, jumped right on to a somebody challenged me to stay consistent with trading. And so I started up an FTMO 14-day trial. So I was playing between that as well as my already compounding accounts that I've been working with. And so came back on 26 and pretty much jumped into it. Um, I have been tracking my trades as I've been going. One of the other things that I have been doing is, I mean, outside of that, you can actually see on FTMO two of those trades that have been on here, three trades that have been on here from FTMO. I started that on the 7th. And so far it's just continuously going. It says daily summary. Why do I have, oh, there we go. I did have two trades. That's in here. September 1st is in here as the, is in the trade. Where is it at? One of these ones comes up in here. Probably this EURUSD. I believe both of those have been EURUSD. Is there a way to see where it's actually at? Maybe not. Okay, that's fine. But just wanted to give a little heads up. So got back, immediately jumped into like a US or a CADJPY trade. It says that it went 1 to 1.7. I forgot to move my TP away and let it run as planned. So, you know, just looking at how things went. I have two different ways of running currently. So my discipline challenge has me, I have this set as a as my rules that I'm going with, looking for higher time frame zones or two candle works. First test of zones, ignoring the rest. If price closes beyond the entry, exit. And then I'm going for a 1 to 1.25. Possible entries being momentum reversals, double tops and bottoms, or head and shoulders. And all that in there. And then based upon just going, this has not always been, I cannot always follow that based upon particular accounts, like the FTMO account that I tried to do today. It wouldn't let me do 40%. I ended up only doing 4%, which 40% is pretty aggressive. And I don't think I would ever do 40% on a $10,000 account. The whole idea around 40% of the account is following Nick Sean. One of his compounding strategies that he's put out there is about compounding quickly. Also understanding that you're going to blow accounts. So you want to start small and just compound that up quickly and then turn around and do that again and again. And so $10,000, not the way to do it. So wasn't able to do that with this. So I ended up being just 4%. The first trade, as you can see from the lot size, the first trade was actually supposed to be a much higher lot size, but it was my first trade through this FTMO on the MT4 on my phone. And I didn't realize I put the lot size in there at like, because it was supposed to be like 30 lots, and it ended up like 0.3. And then I had to go back and add another one because I realized I didn't get it all, but still didn't even get it because it was like 10 more there. But after today's, I realized I probably wouldn't have got it because it wouldn't allow me on this one either. So that's okay. I'll keep doing. I'll probably stick to the 4% now. 4% seems to be I mean, it's pretty solid. It is a little bit higher risk than most people with their 1-2%, but I feel like I'm comfortable with it. I was comfortable with it while I watched it today, and for the small zone that I'm going for, it doesn't seem to be overkill. So I'm probably gonna stick with the 4% and see how that goes. So CADJPY, just do a quick brief of CADJPY. It looked like we had a zone that broke out to the downside, came back in, and on the lower time frame gave a what I would classify as a double top. Granted, there's a true double top right afterwards, which still would have given me roughly the same setup. I had set down here for the lows as the original take profit, but I was going to let it go and just let it trail and see how far it was going to go. But I did not move my stops to break even and let the TP run. So my original TP target was down there, and unfortunately, it came down there and hit it. So trade management, that's one thing you gotta learn. I think overall, where does this end up going? It doesn't look like I got a secondary look at that. That's CADJPY. Let's go see if CADJPY is up and see where it's at. So didn't save it in here, but it would have been in there somewhere. So unfortunately, GBP USD, same thing. We went to reversal on the 15-minute level, went for a 1 to 1.2, 40% risk. This is the one I did do on a compounding account through CoinX, and it did pretty well. So it came through and hit target, well beyond target. So stop loss was in a safe spot, and everything worked out there. EURUSD, this was from a couple of days ago. This would be the one that I actually took on this account, FTMO. This was using the 2-candle theory, expecting the next 4-hour candle to be bearish. And as you can see, it definitely rolled over. I went down to a lower time frame and put a sell stop as soon as it had already created the wick. You can't really see the wick there, but with this being the end close of that candle, coming up, rejection of a zone here, sell stop. If that's the wick, it should have been a little bit higher, but that was that, and went for a straight 1 to 1.25 as expected, as planned. AUDUSD. AUDUSD took late in the day, 15-minute zone, looking for basically was going for what was a double top, came up, rejected off, came back and pulled back in, and went ahead and took the entry there and rolled over just fine. GBP CAD, I took that a couple of days ago on the 2nd. This was one that was part of the whole trade management, like trust in the process, trust in the idea, trust in the theory that things are going to work out, and just let it go. Or at least move stuff to like break even and just go with that. I'm more of a set and forget. I'd rather just set it and go. And that's generally been my management style. But with the 15-minute time frame, when the 1-minute entries, usually if you're on the right side of the market, it tends to go your way faster than most. And so I like to actually watch it. This one, it went so smoothly, exactly where I was expecting it to go, but unfortunately turned back around. I had my stop loss down here, on my take profit down there, at a risk 1 to 1.25. I didn't make it. Eventually came back in and hovered in and around the stop loss range for quite some time. and then came back over here and finally dipped down. And I saw this wick rejection here, and I'm like, you know what? It should have gone a while ago if it was going to go. Once again, two candle theory. If that's the wick, then it should have just rolled over and went. It did eventually, and had I held it, it would have been okay. But I closed it in partials right there. Um, so that was a win, or at least a break even at that point in time. And then today's was Euro USD, 50-minute rejection around a zone, momentum reversal was there. I missed the entry and then just waited for price to come back into the range. So with the momentum reversal, the rough range that I probably would have gotten with spreads and everything would have been right there. And so as soon as it came in and gave me this doji candle, I went ahead and placed the trade, with the stops that I would have gone for and everything like that, and just let it ride. And so that one was done today. That one was not through my compounding account. That was through the FTMO, and that's where we got the 4% win on that. So that pretty much sums up my trading for the past week and a half or so, 2 weeks, since I've been back. I am glad you guys have joined me. Thank you for watching. And if this is your trading journey, then I hope the best for you and find favor in all this and the rest of your endeavors. And I just ask you guys to be well and God bless.